Afternoon, Walla Walla. My name is Dennis Ledford, and joining me today is Mark Anderson. We're partners in the ownership of the Powerhouse Theater, and we thought we'd take a few minutes just to discuss what we see as the future. I think you've seen the growth of the theater from when it started to where it's at now, and I think I'm going to ask a couple questions of Mark that he could tell you what it looks like for us in the next 2 to 3 years. Mark, what new types of events have you seen us host at the theater in the last year or so?
Well, our change of direction is to try to upgrade the type of productions that we bring into the theater. So you've seen more shows that have performers that are recognizable in name, and we've seen a dramatic response to that by our community. People really like being able to know the history of some of those performers, and so we see that as a really positive addition to our lineup. The other thing is just the use of the theater for the community. More nonprofits are using the space. We really appreciate Chamber Music Festival using the Powerhouse Theater. They do a lot of events throughout the community, but this is the only theater where you can obviously have a higher number of attendees than other venues, and very specialized acoustics here. And so they've been a really good partner, as well as countless other nonprofits. We also see the increase of rentals as it applies to parties and weddings. So we're pretty encouraged that the space in the building is being maximized, so that the most people are gaining benefit from this historic restoration.
I think one of the reasons Mark and I got involved in this, there's a lot of reasons, but I think when we started analyzing what it brings to the community, we never had a venue like this. This fits so many different groups of people that, in the past it was either you went to a college or to the high school, or you did it downtown. This just adds that dimension that we can seat, about 340, 50 people?
Close to that, yes.
Mm-hmm. So, and it's an intimate theater. We designed it after a theater in England that was designed for Shakespeare plays, and we found that it works very well for a lot of different entertainment, speaking, and like Mark said, weddings. We've had an increase in the number of weddings in the past year, and it looks like we're going to see even more. We've had everything from services for the dead. We've had church celebrations at Easter, and the weddings are kind of the culmination of making everything really pretty. What do you see for the next 2 or 3 years, Mark, for the theater?
The next 2 or 3 years, if I can talk about our plans, is the addition of a foundation to the Gesa Powerhouse Limited Liability Corporation. So we have at the present time a privately owned company that has purchased the building, renovated the building, and started the process of creating shows and creating a venue for the community. At a point in the near future, say maybe a year and a half from now, the foundation will be in place. The foundation, which is Powerhouse Theater Walla Walla, 501c3, will begin to raise funds to actually purchase the building itself. The owners, which there are 4 major owners, will donate their interest in the theater to the nonprofit. The only thing that we will be focused on in fundraising would be the actual debt that is owed to Baker Boyer, which was part of the renovation costs. So really, when I say part, we're looking at less than half of the money needed to create this theater will be raised and to pay off that mortgage. The rest then will be donated to the nonprofit, and at that point in time, the theater will truly be owned by the community for the benefit of the community. And so the LLC that started this whole thing rolling will fade away. It was never intended to be something to create value or wealth. It was only for the benefit of the community. That was the reason it was started, and we're seeing that vision to the culmination by starting the foundation and accomplishing our goal of eliminating the mortgage.
That's good, and I think it's just what you and I have always talked about, that we'll get there, and it will be truly an asset to the community. We've talked to the city, the port, a lot of you who are friends, and you understand that it has brought a whole different dynamic to what Walls can do in the evenings and even lunches. They have different events here. But we're looking forward to the future. I think we've had over 80 events this year, and it probably will exceed 100 events this year. So we're hoping in 2017, which is end of 2017 is kind of our target date, that we could then turn it over to a nonprofit and let them run it, and Mark and I can sit back and enjoy what's happened to this theater and through all the support the community offered. Anything else, Mark, you have?
No, Dennis, I just want to say thank you for being a great partner.
Oh, thank you.